All right, everybody, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to my channel tonight. I'm going to have a little live stream here. As you can see, I got Mater's Workshop and myself right now. The link is in the chat if anybody wants to come up. I'll put it on the screen. Okay, Mater, you're good. You can unmute now.
Yeah, I didn't have, there's no way I could be able to have you. I've got YouTube open. That way I've got the chat and everything for that. And, the chat and everything for StreamYard. I like having them both going.
Right. I'm not sure how long I'll actually go live before we got storms coming around 6 o'clock. So that's why I figured I'd go at 5.
Did you get the boat built yet?
Not ready yet. Got my grass cut today, though.
Did you?
Yeah, I needed it. My mom did it as soon as she got home from work. It had needed done for a couple of days. I said, let's not put it off anymore.
Now, we're fixing to have to get ours done. Starting to grow because we've had rains. And I physically can't get out there and do it.
Right.
No, I mean, I could probably do right in front of the house. That's not that bad an area. It's next, to the house, going from the driveway all the way to the street. That's where it's really bad.
Right. You can't hear the fan running, can you, Mater?
Can you hear my air conditioner?
Nah.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. Because I don't know how the sound suppressor works on my end.
I don't hear that. I'm hearing my fan.
Yeah, I don't hear yours either.
All right. Well, it's bad because the camera and microphone are on this side.
Yeah.
Of it.
I don't see nobody else in the basement. I figured other people would join. Yeah, it's still early yet, though, so we'll see.
Yeah. And, of course, I've already got my stream set up for tonight.
Yeah. That's why I figured I'd go early before you did. That way I could catch yours if we still have power at the time. Try to pop in for a little while anyhow, but I don't know if I'll come up on panel since I'm doing one now.
Yeah. But I tell you, what's really weird is, like I said, Friday, we're redoing the dressing on the back of my hand. And, of course, with all the scabs and everything on there from the surgery, some of them were finally coming off, and we were cleaning, and it revealed 2 stitches that they had missed. And so I was like, okay, so I called the doctor. By the time I got in, to the office, well, my doctor and his whole team, they'd already left for the day.
Right.
So they scheduled for 1 o'clock. They said, well, we'll reach out to them, see whether or not those do need to come out or if they can stay in till the next appointment, which is the 30th. I said, if they can stay in, we'll call you. We'll just cancel Monday's appointment. Okay. Never heard anything. Showed up. They found a 3rd stitch.
Oh, my God.
There was a 3rd one in there and everything. So I didn't see that one, but she did. She got all 3 of them out, and the doctor said, hey, it's all healed up outside, so no use putting that dressing on. So right now it's just the splint and the ACE bandage to help hold it on there.
Yeah, it'll take time, but I think you'll be all right.
Yeah. But that other stuff that he put on there, it was like a little 4x4 pad, and he didn't use much of it, maybe about an inch or so wide of it. He let me take the rest of it home, and he said, put that on there. I looked on Amazon, found the exact same thing by a different brand, ordered it, wasn't all that much money, got it in, started using that, everything else. Yeah, I got extra. Hopefully don't have to use it for next time, but hey.
Right. But you're already ready. If there is a next time, let's just hope there's not.
Hush that mouth. Hush that mouth. There ain't going to be a next time. Better not be a next time. At least for me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, of course, this was something I was, not planned. It was not planned. It was just a weird accident happened in just a blink of the eye.
Yeah.
impatient trying to get something done, I should have waited.
Yeah, that's for sure. Impatience doesn't count, does it, Mater?
No, and especially with me, I can't sit still. That's the only time I can is when I'm asleep. And even then, I'm still dreaming and doing stuff, even in my dreams. Yeah. I'm just not the kind of person that can just sit there and be still. So I'm still going to be, I can see something that's like, oh, I've got an idea for that.
Right. It pops in your mind, you do it. Like, you got to do it.
Well, I mean, it's just, like this right here. Okay. That's that thing for the foam cutter. Because, how much, have I ordered from Amazon? If you look at everything, they pack all that stuff with, the styrofoam.
Right.
And you go and look at it, it's like you start breaking it all down. You get all those little pieces that start flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Stack electricity goes along with it, and then they're sticking to you. You got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Well, with me doing this, it's basically, it's a hot wire that literally just goes through and cuts it.
Yeah, that's neat then.
Yeah. And all I do is I watch, a couple of videos on YouTube of, someone, saying how it's done. And then someone explained the wire they use for doing that. It's the same thing in your toaster oven.
I'll be darned.
It's basically the same material that you have in your toaster oven. When you put your toast and everything in there, that's what you see glowing red.
That nichrome wire.
It's the same wire.
Yeah, that nichrome.
Yep. But I got of course, what's in a toaster is a lot thicker and bigger, so you can't really use that. It's already pre-bent, so trying to straighten that out, it won't work. But you can go on Amazon and get it 23 gauge, which is what I want to get. It's over here. Yeah. But it's this right here.
I'm going to lower this fan speed so I can hear you a little bit better, Mater. I can hear a little bit better. That thing is loud.
Yeah. But no, look, that's it.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. That's all it is. And
neighbor's got the same stuff that he uses to burn wood with.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's 100 feet in here.
That's a lot.
But, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to need all 100 feet, but I couldn't get anything shorter.
Right.
But, I mean, it wasn't that expensive. The thing was about, I don't even think it was $10.
That ain't bad at all.
No. I mean, everything I got, the power inverter, the wire, I don't even think I can tell you exactly how much I spent. All I got to do is go over here to my orders for Amazon and find it. Matter of fact, I've got some stuff coming in today. That one up.
You froze there, Mater.
Did I?
You froze for a second. I don't know what happened. Yeah, for 1 second you froze.
Huh. Well, it ain't that cold.
And then it came back.
I was gonna say, it ain't that cold down here.
And then it came back. I'm like, what the heck happened? I thought it was me at first, but it wasn't.
But, yeah, like I said, I've got stuff coming in today. Well, it's not that stuff. But I still have, some stuff I've actually ordered that I haven't had a chance to use yet. Okay. There we go. There's that one. The little power, say it's a 12 volt, 5 amp power supply adapter. And all I was doing is converting from 110 down to 12 volt. $12.
That ain't bad at all. Hell, that's pretty cheap.
That was $12. And here's the wire. And the wire was $6.99. So say 7 and 12, that's what, $19?
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Plus tax, like I said, around 20. Like I said, right around $20.
That's not bad.
No, and everything else, I've already got to do. I've already got wire from when I've been out there doing the solar. I've got those connectors already.
How's the solar been working, Mayor? Speaking of solar.
Oh, it's doing good. That little 12-volt refrigerator, I've actually had it been sitting over there running, plugged in on the inverter for over a week.
I'll be darned.
And no problem.
That's good.
I mean, but then, like I said, you look at, in fact, I've got 6 solar panels and 4 batteries right now. I got plenty of power. But I've got
that's more than enough.
Right. But now I do have 2 more inside the house, but I can't do anything with them because they are over the weight limit.
Right.
I can pick up. Plus, it's kind of hard to do everything in one hand.
Right.
I mean, now, it does have a strap on it. Okay, no big deal. I can use my left hand, but it's like 28 pounds and my weight limit is 10.
Yeah, so that's 18 pounds over the limit. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's over 3. That's almost 3 times my limit.
Yeah.
But then, of course, Crystal says, no, a gallon of milk weighs 8 pounds. So that would actually be almost 4 times the weight limit. So
yeah.
I'm still not going to push it.
Right.
I don't
know what just happened there for a second. Your screen went like all green and then it went back.
Really?
Yeah. The color's not staying stable on your screen.
Looking fine on my end.
I mean, it's okay now, but it was green there for a minute.
But no, I mean, I've got, like I said, I've got 14 gauge, 16. I got some 18 gauge wire I can use. I've got a little toggle switch that I saved out of an RV from years ago. Like I said,
toggle switches, they come in handy all the time, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, it's a 12-volt power switch is all it is. A little flip switch.
Oh, yeah, them will come in handy. Probably out of an RV vent pan or something.
Or some lights.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's it. So, to me, it's like no big deal. Okay, fine. Plug the thing in, have the thing turned off. Okay, fine. When I'm ready to use it, turn the switch on, and heat the wire up, sit there and run the foam and everything through and get it cut smaller pieces.
That's a good idea.
And as a matter of fact, the hardware I'm going to use, I'm sitting over here, I know, but this is going to be what the switch gets mounted to. This is a scrap piece of wood I brought home from work.
That'll work.
Matter of fact, all this whole setup, that's made out of wood I brought home from work.
That ain't bad at all, then. You get a lot of wood at work, then.
Yeah. But, and this is a little power supply right here.
Man, that thing's nifty. That looks neat.
So, I mean, you've got I can grab a hold of it, but this end right here, it plugs into the wall. Of course, I unplugged it somehow.
Mater, if you let Crystal know I'm live. I don't know if she got the notification or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, I told her when I was still in the house. But on this end, it's got 2 different setups. You got a barrel connector, and then this connector right here that's got the 2 places that you slip your wire in. And then on top, try and get it where the camera can see it. I can hold this. But right there, those 2 openings, that's got screws in it. You just screw your down on the wire.
I mean, that's neat.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that is I've got the ferrule connectors that I use for the solar, but that's also got all the small ones too.
Right.
It'll be perfect for using into this. But for this, all I got to do is drill my holes and got the bolts somewhere over here. But I've got a couple of 1/4 inch carriage bolts that are like 2.5 to 3 inches. Put them in, I connect my wire for the power, put positive on one side, negative on the other, and then string that the wire that's going to cut the foam across.
Remember that I was telling you about my neighbor that had the shoulder surgery a while back?
Yeah, he's the one that does the woodworking.
Yeah, he sent me pictures. I'm going to send them to you on Messenger. He sent me pictures of the stitches that they put in him.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's sore, but he's okay.
What was it that happened to him? Refresh my memory, please.
He had shoulder problem. He hurt his shoulder at work somehow years ago, and then it finally acted up on him. He had one done several years ago, and then had the other a couple of weeks ago. Let me find the picture here. I don't know if it's on text messages or other thing. Wait a minute. See if it's saved it or not. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, I've got so much stuff I want to try and get done that because I do want a new miter saw station. The biggest problem is I got to be able to use a miter saw in order to build it. I also want to build a cabinet or the table saw, but I got to use a table saw in order to build it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, but I can't build it unless I'm using it.
Right.
And right now, I want to
check your Facebook later. It's sent.
Yeah, I got it. But what my plan is, once I get back to Abby normal again, say early March, from when I was before the 13th of March, because that's when I started on the surgeries. I do want to start clearing out on the other side. I want to clear out. I've got a whole bunch of stuff over there. I do want to get cleared out and basically redo that area over there.
Right.
Which means I got to get the miter saw out, table saw out, the table and everything. The miter saw itself is on, and I'm going to want it redoing my dust collection system. Because, I mean, yeah, I like that 55-gallon drum that I've got. I mean, that's big. But it's also in the way. It's too big.
Right.
Because right now I really can't even use that router table because of where it's at.
Right.
So the plan is basically clear everything out. I've got stuff outside here that I gotta get cleared out. Because I definitely need to see about getting this tiller out. I want to get it operational. That'll be a good video. Because that one there, a certain coin collector out of Louisiana was really wanting that engine off of it.
Cajun.
Maybe.
That's the only one I know from Louisiana, but I'm not even friends with him anymore. I don't even talk to him.
Yeah, I know, because he don't want to talk to me too hard-headed and too stubborn. Yeah. But anyway, like, different story. Like I said, get everything over there cleared out, and Bauer has actually come out with something I want to see about getting. Let me go over the Harbor Freight website. That way you can share it. Because what I want to get is...
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do the screen share, though, Mater. I don't know how to do that.
That's easy. I can walk you through that. That's easy.
Okay. I can just get a present, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Actually, let me see if it'll let me do it.
It should let you do it. Yeah, it says you can present.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I got it.
Okay. That right there is the new one that Harbor Freight's come out with from Bauer.
That's neat. That's like is that dust collection?
It's a dust collector. And now the way it works, it's got a 20-gallon drum. It actually has
what's the red thing on top? Is that for the shot vac?
That's actually that's the dust separator. That's the little cyclone separator.
So it doesn't need your shot vac, does it?
Well, see, here's the whole thing behind that. You see there at the top, you can have it's got the different step downs for the different attachments to go on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you've got all these right here, and that's all the different sizes for the different hoses. Okay.
Yeah.
But go down here. If I go down here to this bottom one, okay, you see how that is set up?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it now.
Right. So you've got the 4-inch hose going from the Bauer dust collector into that, and then it's going from the separator over to your workpiece.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all a 4-inch hose.
Right.
Which is the best thing you can do. Right now with that shot vac, which it doesn't have the CFM.
Right.
Like the dust collector itself does.
Right.
So with that one there, along with that dust collector, but now I've already got a dust collector. I got that central machinery.
Right.
But it's got the bag on top. So what I want to do is I want to get that pleated filter that's shown in the picture there.
Yeah, on the left there, that Hercules filter.
Right, and see about getting that adapted to the central machinery.
That'd be neat.
So I mean, I've already got the blower itself. So why not get that mounted and start duct work? Start the duct work for that setup right there, and have it sitting actually behind me on this side.
Right. You want me to take that off the screen later?
I got it.
You got it. There you go.
But no, I want to be able to clear out back over in here at the very back and get that set up over there. That way then I can go up and over onto the other side with some 4-inch hose, but go with the, now I did find some on Amazon. That would be perfect. And it's a clear hose designed for that.
My phone started playing music.
But that way I can, I'll actually gain a little bit more room to be able to do stuff over there.
Looks like me and you are the only ones on it tonight.
Oh, well, I guess it is still early in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 4 o'clock my time, so a lot of people
are still working.
Yeah. I mean, especially out there on the West Coast. So, I mean, it's, like I said, it's
4:23.
So it'd be like 2 o'clock out there in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may only go for a half hour then, since nobody else is on. Gonna come up. Then I was gonna go an hour and a half, but there's no point. It's just me and you.
No. But like I say, that's my plan. Once I can get back to normal, I still want to get to where, yes, I take the sheet, everything down, and actually have a solid wall going down and having a door separate the two sides.
Yeah. Now the other garage, is it a separate building, Nate, or is it all?
No, it's totally separate.
Okay, I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, because that actually was on the property on the corner where the house was. Because that was a totally separate property. And I did the measurement. It's like 175 feet from the back of the house all the way over to the door. That's why I wanted to get that it was like 200 or 250 feet Ethernet cable. So actually, I do have I'll get the Ethernet cable routed in here, and then build, route over there and get it buried in the ground. That way I have internet over there.
Right. That makes sense.
Right, because I do plan, well, my idea is take the other computer I was using, the one that used to be my mom's. I mean, it just got a, I think it's a Ryzen 5 5600. Just very small processor. I've got that 3050, the RTX 3050 mother or video card. Put that in there. Put my old memory and everything in it. Just a small, MVE, SSD in there.
Right.
Maybe something like a 256 or a 512, something like that. Just something that has Windows, 11 on it.
Right.
That way, if I want to, hey, I can go out there and turn that computer on. Hey, I got the camera. I've already got a monitor already set up over there. I've already done, a couple of live streams from over there? No, I've done one live stream, and then I did the Garage Trivia.
That's right. I don't. What channel was the Garage Trivia on, Mater? I didn't get a chance to actually watch that.
It's iSpider Garage.
Okay. Because I was looking for the other day, and I thought it was just Garage Trivia was the channel, but I didn't know.
No, it's iSpider Garage, and
okay, is he the one that's named iSpider Garage in all capitals in the chat on your live stream?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of now that you're saying that, yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, that's Bryce.
Wasn't his channel named One-Eyed Spider at one time or something too?
I don't think so.
Unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
You might be. I don't. All I'm known is iSpider.
That might be One-Eyed Cat. Isn't there a One-Eyed Cat somewhere?
Yeah. Right now there is One-Eyed Cat.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. One-Eyed Cat.
Yeah. That's a totally separate channel. But yeah, I mean that's all through Garage Trivia and No Name Nationals.
Right. Now, how long have you been in with the No Name Nationals, Mater? I never really.
That. What was it? Over 2 years?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because the first time, I hadn't hit. The way it works is it's a drag show and everything for YouTube channels.
Uh-huh.
I think that this was, this will be their 4th year, their 3rd or 4th year. So I missed the first one. But you have to have at least 500 subscribers if you want to participate.
Right.
I mean, if you don't have 500, you can show up for it and watch. Well, at the time I first found out about it, I didn't even have 500 subs.
Right.
I was still like I think it was like 480, 490, something like that.
Huh.
And it's like, yeah, I'd like to go and participate in this idea. I was in someone's live stream, and next thing I know, boom, I'm already over. I hit like 502.
Want to know how long it's been since I started YouTube, Mater? Back when I started, when I first started, you weren't allowed to have live streams on YouTube without 1,000 subscribers. I hit 600, and they changed it.
I don't know when it was they changed, but you got to consider the fact is that I'm not actually using YouTube. I'm actually using StreamYard.
That's what I'm using right now is StreamYard.
Right.
I mean, sometimes I've done live on YouTube, and it's just me doing stuff on it without no panel. I'll do the YouTube side. Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it works with YouTube. You can stream, you can do YouTube with, the only thing is, there's no panel.
Right. That's why I don't do it for my Chitchat streams. Like if I'm doing something like a miscellaneous, like event or something, I'll do a live stream that way.
Right. I mean, now, like the last time I did a live stream without StreamYard was Christmas Parade. Of course, I was doing that on the phone.
Yeah, that was on YouTube, right?
It was strictly YouTube, and then prior to that was when we had the solar eclipse when I was streaming it from work.
Right.
But, and of course, I haven't had 1,000 subs, but yet I'm still able to stream on YouTube.
Right. All right, Mayor. I think I'm going to shut it down here. My dog wants to play for a little bit. But thank you for coming up.
No problem.
All right, Mayor. I'll be watching your live stream. I'll see you then.
All right. I'll see you later.
I probably won't be up on panel, but I'll be in the chat more than likely.
All right.
So I'll see you then.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.